Okay. Jesus Christ. Are you scared?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Because, like I said, somebody can just grab me anytime. You know, like I could be just walking home one day and somebody can just pull me up like they did the kids. Nobody have no idea where I'm at, you know, like that.
Is it reasonable to be afraid?
Sure, it's reasonable to be afraid. You don't know when somebody just gonna grab you. Like those kids, they didn't know who gonna grab them. They just probably just walking to the store and somebody just pulled them in a car or something like that. And they just dead the next day. So it's reasonable to be scared.
So are you more cautious about how you behave, and if so, how?
Like I said, I don't stay out late. Like when the sun go down, I go in.
When do you think it'll be over? I mean, what's going to make you believe that they've solved the whole case?
When everybody's caught who is connected with this stuff. When they have announced on the news, we have so many suspects that was connected with the Atlanta murders. That's when I might think it's over. Other than that, to then, you know, that's just me in the house right now. I don't hang out past 11 o'clock. Like, I might see some kids. I might be in the car and see people hanging out, you know, kids around my age just hanging out at 11 o'clock and stuff like that. See, they ain't, you know, they're just jiving around, man. They might end up getting killed, something like that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's your name again?
Rodney Walker.
Go ahead and speak. Tell me what your name is and then spell it.
Rodney Walker. RODNEY WALKER.
How old are you, 15?
15.
Thank you. Think that the case is solved, the whole situation is over?
I do. And I think Wayne Williams killed those children. I think he had something to do with some of them. I don't think he killed them all, but some of them I do think he did kill.
Now that they've arrested one person, do you think that the case is solved?
I don't think so. I don't think he was the only one in it. Someone else was involved.
Mm-hmm.
It was someone. It was another party. It's not solved.
Why do you think that?
I just think with the evidence that they have, you know, one person, I don't believe he could have did it all. Just one person. I know Wayne. He came through this neighborhood before, you know, and during the time that he came, he was a strange person. You know, he goes as undercover policeman and ride in different cars, but it's something strange. Somebody else knows something else about it. You know, he's not in it by himself.
Well, why do you think the police have only arrested him then?
They got to have some suspect, somebody. You know, Atlanta's it's about to blow. It's going into a turmoil now. But I don't think he's by himself.
What do you mean it's about to blow?
I mean, you know, people, the children, they're getting tense. The people around here, they don't know what to do. You know, they're scared, they're frightened. It's just about to it's just going to blow.
So what are you saying about, how is that connected to Wayne Williams and arresting him?
I couldn't say directly what it would have towards him, but I still say it's somebody else.
What you saying? They just trying to get somebody, put it on somebody.
Take the pressure.
See, that's what he's saying.
I'm saying I'm indirectly. I said that he would have something to do with some of the killings, but not all of them. Not all of them.
What did you just say? I wanted to ask her.
I interpret what he was saying. They was just blaming on somebody.
You think that's true?
Yes, but I still.
I couldn't say directly what it would have towards him, but I still say it's somebody else.
What you saying? They just trying to get somebody, put it on somebody.
Take the pressure.
See, that's what he's saying.
I'm saying I'm indirectly. I said that he would have something to do with some of the killings, but not all of them. Not all of them.
What did you just say? I wanted to ask her.
Now, the way I interpret what he was saying, they was just grabbing for straws and blame it on somebody.
You think that's true?
Yes, But I still believe Wayne got something to do with it.
He's a very intelligent person now. Now they're not gonna get him to. They'll probably try to hold him to get him to crack, but he's very intelligent. It won't be that easy. They're going to come up with some very solid physical evidence and so he's not gonna crack. He's a very intelligent
Now, I don't
person.
think he's going to get on there and nut up either.
Very intelligent.
This man here with the beard. What do you think that you're gonna get in? But you.
Like a background.
All right. What do you think now that they've arrested one person? Is the Atlanta case of 28 missing and murdered solved?
No, I don't think so. Not at all. I have to agree with whatever.
Do you think the case is solved now?
No, I have to agree with everyone else said that. You can't blame it all on just one person. But the suspect that they do have, if anybody know anything, he do. He's been seen in some of the bars and stuff that the other kids were seeing that. He had the singing group over there at the Captain Pig. He got a lot to do with it. If anybody could say something about what's going on, he could.
So you think he knows something, but you don't think he's the
Yeah, well,
only...
I think they just gonna use Wayne as a straw. See, the pressure coming from a lot of different places. You know, like Washington sending money down. They getting tired of sending the money. They want to hurry up and end the cases so they can stop sending the money.
Where else is the pressure coming from besides that?
Oh, downtown. Lee P. Brown, all those kind of people. They got pressure. They don't really have good evidence to hold him. So by holding him now, they're making his case a lot more stronger against them. So if he get out and he don't prove to be the one, it's gonna be hard to beat Wayne then.
Are the people putting pressure on the task force by criticizing it, forcing it to make an arrest?
Well, I couldn't really say nothing about the task force because they don't do nothing no way. When they were just ordinary police, they wasn't doing nothing.
They're just getting a check.
Just looking for a raise. Every time you see them on TV looking for a raise. Just like the bus driver.
What you want to ask me?
Okay. Can you just... This guy, what about the safety in the city? Is it safe here now for the kids?
I don't think it's safe anywhere. You know, you got crime all over the United States. It's not safe anywhere.
But what about here in Atlanta? You've got a crime situation here that's abnormal.
Okay, well they're taking extra precautions and everything, but still, if someone want to get those kids, they're gonna get them. You know, they can't watch them 24 hours, and it's just simple as that. The parents have to do their job along with the police and along with the community. It takes everybody involved, not just one person, and not just one task force. They can't do it.
Do you think that with one person arrested, that it's safe out there now for the kids?
No, honestly, I don't. I think, like, the guy that they got, maybe he committed half a dozen of those murders, but it's still a lot that's unsolved and a lot that's unproven, you know. And I believe it's some more people involved.
When will you relax? When will you feel that it's safe here in the city?
The only time I would feel safe is when they find out who committed all those murders. Not one, but all 28 of them.
Stop for a second.
About a year and a half after all these kids been missing, I come home one particular night, hear a 3-year-old kid walking 9:30 at night in this wintertime. I tell him, I said, say, man, where your mom and dad? He don't know. He really just know his name to tell me. So I said, well, come on, man. Me and you'll try to find out where you stay. Now, if I were the killer, it'd been the same thing. This kid come to me because I'm grown, and he think I'm going to help him, not to hurt him. But we find, after we don't find where he live at, then I said, well, the best thing to do, call the police, let them come pick him up. When his parents find out what's happening, they can call the police and say, well, we got it. So we call the police and tell them this. Well, the police tell me, said, we don't have no missing report on him. I said, well, somebody kid missing because he in my house. And when he finally get there, they walk and find the kid's parent. After he gets so close back home, I guess he realized where he lived. When he go in the house, the parents don't even know the kid out the door. Now, how can you say that this town gonna be safe when the parents don't even know where their own kids at and let a 3-year-old go out the house? If mine get quiet, I'm going to see what he doing because I know he either gone or he in the sun. And it's just simple as that.
How do you feel?
Well, I tell you, I feel that he has something to do with it. The kitten has let up somewhat, but the people that's probably behind him or involved with him is slacked up because I think it's a group of people myself. Everybody know that he's weird, that's known him through the years, but he's smart.
What do you mean when you say weird?
Well, do things abnormal. If you go around impersonating an officer and you're not, or if you going through changes like that, then that's weird to me.
Yeah, he know how to act like a lot of people.
He's
I
impersonating.
mean, come out of
ladies.
different bags.
Say you got a split personality.
He has a split personality. He's very intelligent. Very intelligent.
I think he was the brain behind it.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's
I
get
really
some.
believe the
From
brain
fighting the
behind
sun now.
Okay, why don't you just get some cut shots while we.
They're gonna be on the team.
What do you mean when you say he's impersonated other people?
This park around here, this is a neighborhood park. We've been around here for 25 to 30 years, and people come and people go. But Wayne, he was a weird person ever since high school. He's very intelligent during his days in elementary school. I think around in the 4th grade, he was in a science project and he built a volcano and made it erupt right in the classroom. He's built homemade bombs. He has almost a laboratory in his house. Running a radio station from his house. He's very intelligent, but I think he never, all the goals he set out for, he always was a failure at it, But he'll come back and he'll try something else, I think he really wanted to be really more than what he was. But what can you say?
How do you,
He has been dressed as a lady.
Yeah, in those apartments where we grew up. We used to go over Wayne's house and play with it.
We didn't get that on.
he's impersonated women?
Well, if he's not impersonating a woman, he was wearing women's clothes, so what can you say? What is that?
Impersonate old men.
So you've seen him dressed as a woman.
In the gay society, yeah. That would be Martin Luther King area, late at night he would be
And
strolling.
Marquette.
He would be strolling, he'll have his wig and dress on,
Yeah, he's a known homosexual.
He's a known homosexual. The people around in the park, we know him, but we don't condemn anybody for what they want to be, but he never did anything around the park, but we all knew he was strange. We would speak to him, and that was it. He's smart enough that he can come up with some kind of chemical form that I believe that he could really take the kids out with that won't even show up in the bloodstream.
Several of the victims lived here in the Dixie Hills housing project. For its residents and many of the city's other blacks, the reason for their continued fear is a simple matter of arithmetic.
Life goes on day after day. Hearts torn in every way. So ferry cross the Mersey, 'cause this land's the place I love, and here I'll stay. People, they rush everywhere, each with their own secret care. So ferry, cross the Mersey, and always take me there, the place I love. People around every corner, they seem to smile and say, we don't care what your name is, boy, we'll never turn you away. So I'll continue to say, here I always will stay. So ferry, cross across the Mersey, 'cause this land's the place I love, and here I'll stay, and here I'll stay, here I'll stay.
I'd be out, like I told the other guy, I'd be out cutting grass and cutting my lawn. They would come out and say, hi, Mr. Elway. I said, hi, Mr. Williams, how you doing? And that was it. Other than the morning personal, you know, and activities, I didn't know anything about that no more. What my boy told the fellows that he used to go there and work with him in his little radio station over there. That's all I know.
They were a quiet family.
Yeah, they were, really. And a respected family, too. For as, you know, treating people's neighbor like they wish to be treated, you know.
What did you see tonight?
I didn't see anything. Well, I just got off from work. See, I get off. I don't know that anybody really would tap me up to it. But
You were talking before about some kind of precautions that your family might have taken. What might have been those? Some of the children from this area reported recently.
Who's that?
Private property. The owners of this property is asking you to get off of it.
Get off my property. Yeah?
If you don't, you're going to be under arrest.
Get off my property. If you don't, I'm going to get a state on you. Get off my property. You better get off my property. I'm moving. But get the hell off then. You don't got to do as I can without falling down. All right, now don't come any further and move this car here. Whose car is it?
That's mine.
Move it.
Oh, well, just 1 second. It's in the road, sir, and that is a public road.
Move the car.
It's a public road, sir.
You better not come on the top. Off here, though I'm gonna shoot him out. Go for it. I'm supposed to cut the lights off. Cut the lights off.
boy down in the back seat when you drove in?
You know, nobody was, there was no arrest made, and as far as I'm concerned, we continue on the presumption that a man is innocent until proven guilty, and all circumstances at this juncture indicate that that's the case. You know, he was never put under arrest, as the commissioner said, and when they let him go, you know, there was no indication that that was going to happen.
What did they take out of the house?
They took a lot of samples of things. I mean, I reported myself that they took samples of robes and carpets and human hair and dog hair.
Did he review with you what kind of questions he was asked?
Apparently they were real tough on him, but he wouldn't get specific.
Is he contemplating a suit?
Mm-hmm. They haven't been in touch with a lawyer.
They questioned him with no lawyer?
Apparently, and I'm not privy to the legal ramifications, if technically you are not under arrest, then there is some leeway as to whether a lawyer has to be present. And because you're technically under arrest.
Is there any reason the family didn't want to come out and maybe say something to us in terms of what had happened?
Well, I just think they're kind of overcome by all of it, and you know, it's a shock. And as any, I think, as most families would, they want to guard their privacy, and that's what they're doing.
Did he say he knows nothing about the missing and murdered cases?
It's my understanding that he knows nothing more than his particular involvement, which began that evening over the river, and you know, he knows nothing else.
Did he say what he threw over the river?
He didn't talk about throwing anything over the river.
What was his reaction to being bugged?
He was pretty sophisticated as to what was going on, and I'm not sure he was aware that he was actually bugged, but he was aware that he was being followed.
Did he mention to you his interest in shortwave radios and any of his hobbies or things like that?
No.
What do you know about him, if anything?
Only that we worked together, not literally together, but figuratively. He was a stringer for us several years ago.
Was the throwing the bag off the bridge, was that really the key to this whole thing, with him being picked up and taken to police headquarters?
Well, again, I mean, that's part of the police tack here, and there are varying stories, and I don't think they can make any connection because he's a free man.
Does he expect to be called back down to police headquarters?
He doesn't know. He really doesn't know. You know, there's some confusion, and he's confused as well. And he was down there for some 12 hours, so he's tired and confused, but still strong of spirit.
What is he doing right now for a living? Do you know?
He's got some kind of talent search company, I think. I really don't know too much about it.
How long were you in the house?
On and off since about 12:30.
Yesterday? This morning?
Yeah.
Did you say you were a friend of his, or a friendly acquaintance?
An acquaintance, mostly through business.
We know you find yourself in a different position tonight as a reporter being questioned. But, did the family give you any indication that would not mind you speaking to your presence in there? In fact, did they even ask you to serve as any kind of a spokesman on that?
No, not at all. I was asked really not to say much when I left, and I really don't want to betray that trust. I was in there in a dual role, as a reporter, but also I found kind of accidentally that they trusted me. I think probably because of my association with their son in years past. And again, it reinforces my belief that a man is innocent until proven guilty. And based on what I've seen tonight, that's the assumption I have to make. And as a result, I don't really wish to compromise either their privacy or his integrity.
There was a report that they found police badges and other police paraphernalia. Did he explain that?
No, he didn't, and I don't think that's true. But I didn't ask him that.
What did you ask him?
Just what it was like down there for him and how he felt, and that was basically it. He just kind of unwound, and he needed to.
What did he tell you in terms of the interrogation? Anything you can tell us?
Only that he spoke mostly about the tactics that were used, and again, I don't want to get into that. But I mean, I'm not hiding anything that would shed tremendous light on what went on. It was just that his personal experience, and it may well be that he decides to make a public statement. I don't know. He didn't indicate that to me, but he certainly wasn't reluctant about talking about his experience.
You reported his questioning first, I think, here in the area. Was that? Did he contact you once he was contacted by police?
This is the first contact I've had with him. It was just our report was based on a source close to the investigation.
Thank you.
Sure.
So he is in the house.
Yeah, he's in the
cops report.
I don't believe it.
Why not? What'd you say, sir?
Well, because the information I got on it, that's why I don't believe it.
What kind of information, sir?
Well, what I read in the paper.
But is there anything about his character, anything that
Not
made him...
that I know of.
Did he work in the church himself, or was Wayne in church a lot?
Well, he used to come to church quite a bit, him and his mother both.
So was he active there in anything?
Well, just remember that as far as I know.
But you've never seen any strange activity around the house?
No, not at all. Not at all. They're supposed to be a photographer, him and his father both.
And how long have you known Wayne?
Ever since he was a baby. I know when he was born. He was born right over there.
I see. Do they have any more children, or is he the only?
No, that's the only one.
I see.
Sir, what is your name, please?
My name?
Yes, sir.
Herbert Bagwell.
Why do you think he's being accused of this?
Well, I don't know why he's being accused. You know, they got to accuse somebody. They've been going on for 2 years and hadn't caught anybody.
Do you think they're harassing him? Do you think the police are harassing him?
I don't know about that.
Why do you find it hard to believe that it could be him?
Well, because he's been such a good boy, as far as I know. And I haven't seen nothing to make me suspicious of him.
You live on this street, too?
I live right up the street there, 1860. I've been up there 31 years.
Spell your last name, please, sir.
Herbert Bagwell.
B-A-G-W-O-O-D?
B-A-G-W-E-L-L.
Oh, Bagwell. And you're the pastor of this church?
No, this is not my church. My church is on Ashford Street, Warren Remote.
Live around.
I live right up the street. Warren Remote. What's that? Be a drunk.
What do you do there? You're just a member of that church?
Member of the church.
You work at the church?
Well, I go to church.
Where do you work?
Nowhere.
You don't work?
I'm retired.
How old are you?
I'm retired. I'm retired for 12 years.
What did you do when you
I
worked?
was a bricklayer when I was
Retired bricklayer?
I bricked up that house.
Do you have kids?
Well, I had one. He passed away.
Can he try? Did he know Wayne?
No.
How long have you known?
Yes, I never have socialized with him and had personal, parties with him and anything like that. No more than just seeing him coming in and out of the house. Like I told the fellas before. I How you, Mr. Williams? He said, how you, Mr. Atwater, and that's all.
How about Wayne? How long have you known him?
Well, ever since I moved here in 65, I knew of him, you know, was seeing him over there and all.
What kind of a neighbor was he, Wayne? Is he? Is he an
Very-
outgoing guy?
Well, I've seen him from time to time, but he's a very intelligent person. He's very respectable and all that, you know.
Do you think there's any way that he could be the suspect in this case?
If he has really surprised me, really shocks me.
Why would you think it would be a shock to you?
So close, and I got sons, and my sons, one of them used to go over there and work with him in his radio station.
How old are your sons?
Well, Harry's 14 and Tim is 17.
In other words, you think that if he was the killer, there might be something wrong with your sons now? Is that what you mean?
No, I wouldn't say that because if he was, they wouldn't know anything about it.
But he's always been good with your kids?
Right.
What would your son say about him?
I'll tell you, my son will speak for himself. I couldn't put words.
But you don't think that he is the suspect in this case?
Well, from the experience, from the time I've been here, and say they never give me any trouble. I never had no disturbance or anything. And so.
Are you surprised by all of this?
Well, yes, by being so close. But that still got to be proven, though, you know.
Is your son around?
I don't know. I think he's have to check.
Could you please? We'd like to talk to him if he's here.
Hold on 1 minute. Frank Atwater. A little bit.
Could you check to see if there's anything? Thank you.
Yeah.
Am I rolling things? Hi. Friends and family?
In your faith, you know. That's the way I look at it. If you believe, or if you don't believe, then anything gonna happen to you. That's right. So I got faith in God like that. I say it like that.
So you're not afraid to go out now?
No, well, it's all in your belief. Like I said, if you believe, then nothing gonna happen to you. You're supposed to be free to walk around and do, just like you want.
All times of the day or night?
Well, no. Well, it all depends, you know. It's I say it should be an age range, you know, like kids especially, because I strictly Coleman, Charles Coleman. Right.
Okay, thanks. That was the father? Yes, sir. I'd like to have a picture of everyone jumping up and doing. You wanted to
see what the excitement is all about.
Is it cumbersome to have us all around? Or?
Well, it's kind of disturbing. I mean, I can't understand, what's going on.
Yeah. Well, it's the Williams house.
I
That's
understand.
why we're all.
Understand.
Do you know the family? Or?
No, I don't.
No. All right. Well, I'll send you on your way. What was your name, sir?
Hill. W.P. Hill.
W.P. Hope it dies down, sir.
I hope so. I hope they catch whoever's doing it.
Excuse me?
I hope they catch whoever's doing it.
Yeah. What do you think about Mr. Williams?
Well, it looks kind of suspicious. I don't know.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Thank you. Being here and
Well, at the same time, you know, I don't know nothing about him. I've been standing around him about 6, 7 years, you know, and I might have seen him, you know, catching the bus, you know, but that's a nice family, you know, and I don't even think he would do anything like that, you know, but anything possible, you know, because your mind, you know, y'all say what it is. Y'all say y'all ain't into things at the house and stuff like that, what I heard on TV and stuff like that, you know.
what do you think about all the things you've been hearing about him on television?
But at the same time, like I said, I stayed right around the corner for 6 to 8 years, you know. But we ain't never had no trouble around here, you know. But I don't even never think he did nothing like that, you know.
Think the media's being too rough on him at all?
Oh, yes.
I do.
Yes,
because I feel like with the little evidence that y'all have, he can't be the only one doing it by himself.
No, he can't be doing it by himself. I figure like it's more than one. God knows it's more than one.
You think it's clear that he's the one?
No. I figure like this is more than one.
So you think we're being too rough by just...
Yes, I think y'all being rough. Really, this is my opinion, because you asked how I feel.
Sure.
Y'all ought to run through the police station. You'll find him.
Yeah, like they said, y'all called me with on the news today, the TV, the paper I caught yesterday, they said that he had take a police and all this old stuff. He could be the one that figure like this. He could be the one. But at like the same time, y'all see y'all got something at the house and all this old stuff. He could be the one.
Anybody can have some rope in their house.
Yeah, you know. But at the same time, I wish y'all would help catch them the killer. Because at the same time, I got kids. My son is 5, little something, you know, 18 years old, you know. God knows, I don't want nobody to get him because I'll be out there looking for him.
See them men y'all got sitting back there on the car, them the ones y'all need to be checking.
Excuse me?
Them the ones y'all need to be checking. If you run through that police station, you'll find somebody.
Yeah, they say he had, was checking them.
All those people done been through that police station, got records of kidnapping ladies, raping women and all that.
You talking about the police?
The whole police force.
I don't quite understand why you think that.
Because, you know, a little child gonna always go to somebody that they feel they're gonna be secure around. Not like, okay, like say for instance, a police was to ride up on the side of him right now and tell him to get in the car. The next thing you know, the little boy or the little girl missing.
Can I just get your name?
Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple? Really?
Yeah,
Come on, now, what's your name?
Her name is Shirley Temple for real.
Yeah, I believe that.
Her name is Shirley Temple.
I have a strange...
Around in Magnolia Court Apartments. They're not much, but, you know, it's a place cozy enough to call home.
What do you feel, what do you think about all of us folks being in your neighborhood?
Well, it's gross.
Why gross?
Because Marta's going up on the bus fare anyway, you know.
Because what?
Marta's already going up on the bus fare.
Yeah.
And all of these people standing around this, you know, underdeveloped residential area. You know, not saying nothing. I called the news. I didn't want to come around here myself. You understand? They told me to come over here and find out.
Oh, you wanted to talk about the fact that the Marta bus fare was going up?
No. I was just wondering why so many camera people were over here all week. See, I live around there, work nights, and, you know.
I'm a little confused as to what this has to do with Marta.
That's just terminology.
Oh, I see. So it's...
you know, addressing the neighborhood, that's all.
Oh, I see. Is, you feel that it's wrong that we're waiting outside the house?
Well, I just come out here to find out what was going on. See, that's all. I don't know whether it's wrong or not.
It's kind of gross.
Why gross?
So many people out here, you know. No crime or nothing, no police or nothing, you know.
I know there are police here too.
Oh, yeah?
I think the police are keeping tabs on Mr. Williams. Did you know Mr. Williams?
I don't know these people.
You don't know the people that live in the house?
No, never seen them. Only people I see on this block, the police live over there, someplace, and the man that take care of his house dog over there. Other than that, maybe my neighbors in the apartments, I know a couple. What's the man supposed to be doing?
Right now, who knows? He's home, I think. Who knows what he's doing?
Well, why do you figure you had a right to interview him?
Well, if he's willing to come out and talk to us, this is public property and we have a right to be here. You know, to advance the story, which is important. To try to find out new information is important.
But the government people, you said interviewed him and released him. Can't go any higher than that, can you?
Well, there's still, you know, he's not charged.
That's the public's choice of legal representation, right?
What is the public's choice?
That's what the FBI are.
Yeah.
Okay, then. If we pay for them to enforce the law properly, they check the man out, send him home. You creating a disturbance here, you know? If you live in a ghetto area like this, see all these news people up here, that's a disturbance, you know, for a whole week. You know, don't you think?
No, I don't think so necessarily. I think that it's not the norm. Certainly, it's not the usual thing.
I mean, just for, you know, they hadn't been here the whole while and they found some people out here, so I hear. But I don't try to get into that. I try to maintain myself and leave other folks' business alone. But, you know, I live in this area, and that's all. I was jogging through here a couple of times and seen all these people. It's hard to imagine, you know. Really.
Hard to imagine what?
All these people out here, after the police let the man go, you know. That's invasion of privacy to the maximum, isn't it?
No, not if we're if we're within our bounds.
Oh, really? So that man on his property or any other property doesn't have any rights?
Oh, certainly he does. Certainly.
Or you the FBI?
No.
So then, you don't have no business really scoping the man's place out, right?
Well, we have. I mean, it's public property.
You know, if I were to say, if I would ask you, would you like me to cut your lawn? You say no. You wouldn't want me to hang around a whole month till it grew a foot higher and then ask again, would you?
You're free to ask.
Excuse me?